Controversial comments by Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Now, these comments were made at a luncheon during the Republican National Convention. Take a look at what Hasselbeck said about the difference between when Cindy McCain came on The View and when Michelle Obama came on The View. Watch this.
Cindy came into our hair and makeup room as fresh as can be. And unlike another wife of a political candidate whom shall remain nameless, she didn't come with the list of topics that we weren't allowed to touch. Nope. That's because she has nothing to hide.
Ouch. Roland, is this just a classic example of how now even daytime TV has become involved in this explosive race?
Well, you got to understand, when you have somebody like Elizabeth Hasselbeck who gets her information from Sean Little Ball of Hate Hannity, that's what you would expect, okay? I mean, that's what you're dealing with. I mean, the reality is all candidates always, and even their spouses, want to find out what we're talking about, what are we covering. Look, I've even put in interview requests with the Senator John McCain campaign, and do you know what folks want to know? What's the show? What's the topics? What are you covering? That's what folks. But look, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, she simply drinks nothing but haterade all day long. So there's no surprise she would take a shot at Michelle Obama. Look at some of the crazy comments she's made on the show.
Ashley, what do you think? Is this really indicative of how daytime TV is getting more and more involved in this race?
I don't know. I've sort of felt that way since 2000. I mean, are we all forgetting Rosie O'Donnell and how political she was during her tenure at The View as well? I honestly, truly believe more of the fighting is going on Comedy Central. I think they're doing a better job of doing great satire and involving all sorts of different stories and hypocrisy. And I think also cable news has it pretty much sewn up as well. So while some might be dabbling in daytime, I don't think decisions are going to be made there.
Okay, well, a lot of Showbiz Tonight viewers reached out to us and demanded that Elizabeth be reprimanded by The View for what she said. The calls came in to our Showbiz On Call line. Listen to what Deborah from Georgia had to say.
I have wanted to have Elizabeth removed from The View for years now. Her comments about Michelle Obama at the Republican convention were unheard of. Please fire Elizabeth. I am going to start a protest.
Okay, Deborah's going to start a protest. She wants her to be fired. Howard, do you think Elizabeth should be fired for, really kind of breaking an unwritten rule in TV talk shows, talking publicly about what goes on backstage with the guests?
Brooke, I really am not a big fan of Elizabeth, as you know. But this is sort of a first offense, and no, she shouldn't be fired. She shouldn't be shot. Wait, did I say that? What should happen is, behind the scenes, they should give her the dignity that she didn't give Michelle Obama, and they should reprimand her behind the scenes with dignity and with discretion. And that's what they should do, and hopefully she learns from it. She's not going anywhere. They love her right-wing firebrand style on The View because she's a good compliment to Joy and Whoopi there. So she's not going anywhere right now, but she should get a little talking to.
And Brooke, here's the problem here. Look, we all interview people all the time, and the reality is you do keep what's behind closed doors. I mean, so we came out and said, well, so-and-so came in grumpy, or so-and-so cussed out a staffer, or they were upset. I mean, we all could sit here in public pronouncements, put that on blogs and things along those lines, but there is an unwritten rule. What you do behind closed doors on these shows, it stays behind closed doors. Not only that, how about if Whoopi or Sherry or someone else says, well, you know what? Cindy McCain came in and was rude to our entire staff. How would Elizabeth feel if that's the story as well? And so, yeah, she might want to keep it under wraps. But again, we're not surprised by it because their political views have come out in the open. So there's no surprise she would take a shot like that.